Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. We're on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and we're on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Well, today I wanted to do some Etsy shares. I've had some things in my cart, and I've had some things from the Junk Journal Studio and also Joey Cardmaker. So I thought, well, I'm going to just show them to you today. And the first one that I wanted to show you is the Botanical Collage and Cluster Mega Pack. So remember Michelle made that beautiful one. It was all in neutrals, and oh my gosh, it was so pretty. Well, neutrals and greens. It had a little bit of everything, but this one is the blue add-on, and there's a yellow add-on. So I'll show you some of those. And like always, like this one has 42 pages. And each page has multiple things on it. So you just get so much. So I don't print absolutely everything, but I did, as you can see, print a lot. So I wanted to go through that. Before I do, I wanted to tell you, a couple of people have asked me what printer I use because I print a lot of color and such. And so I thought I would share that with you. I wrote it down here. I have an Epson ET2750. It's an Eco Tank. And I use, for refills, I use the Hippo. I don't know if that's how you say it. 502 to replace it. And for $16.99 on Amazon, I can get all four colors. So I can get the black, magenta, yellow, and the blue. I think there's a different name for them, but that's the colors. And so to date, so today is, what is today? 9th or 10th of August, 2024. I've made 4,650 copies. My first copy was July 31st, 2021. So I have refilled all the inks 3 times at the $16.99. So I put that total there because I went back and looked at my Amazon refill orders, and then I have filled the yellow an extra time. So I divided it up, and it's about $4.25 per when I buy the 4-pack. So yeah, so for the last 3 years, I've spent $55.22 in ink, and I have ink in surplus right now. So and my tank is full, and I have, I don't know, 2 full black replacements, a blue, a red, and then half of a yellow because I use the yellow. So for me, making a bunch of copies, it's very economical for me. And right, for the most part, I use a lot of yellow because I do a lot of natural neutrals. But like during Christmas a lot, I'll have to, I'll see my magenta, start to dip. You can actually, if you don't have one of these, it shows you the actual ink level. So you can see that right on the front, and I'll see my red dip, just slightly at Christmas. But, so yeah, so that's, it's very economical for me to print. So I wanted to share that with you. All right, let's get right to this. So let's see here. What do I have? Oh, I'll put this also in the description. This is the freebies. Oh my gosh, look at this collage sheet. Isn't that amazing? This, you could use it for collage. You could use it for a, back page. There it is in blue. I just love them. And then look at these buttons. And I love these hinges. Kathy Holden had some hinges, and I used those and loved them. And this is going to be so great because you can just keep printing them out. And I love the color, and they kind of look antique-y. Awesome. And then some really fun numbers. And then this little ruler thing. Excuse me, which would be great, if you're doing a botanical, because it's when you forage, you can measure whatever and make notes of stuff. So that's super fun. So those are the freebies. Thank you, Michelle. And then this is her part of the yellow add-on. One thing I did want to let you know is Michelle has the shop, I believe the whole shop on sale. if not the whole shop. I know the botanicals are on sale because I just went over. The sale ends August 20th, 2024. So if you're interested in this, go on over and get your botanical kits. So this is the yellow add-on. I love this page. And what I did was, gosh, I used all kinds of paper. Okay, so some of the paper is on a cream copy paper. I meant to order cream cardstock and accidentally ordered copy paper, but it's going to work just fine for what I need. So I love that. I made 2 of them. Maybe I made 3. I don't know. I was printing. And look at how pretty this is. So these are great for collaging, or you know, if you did want to put it on, like we did on another video, we did it on cardstock and then just cut these as they are and made them into tags. Or you can glue them to something a little bit firmer. So I think I made 3 of those. Or, oh my gosh, look, I made 4 of those. Oh boy, really loved them. And then some little T cards and numbers. I loved these. I thought those were really fun. They just will add something, you know, a little extra to your paper. Some stamps there. These I did in cardstock because I really like to cut them out and, you know, tuck them in pockets and stuff. I noticed that some, oh, Joey is mowing if you hear a mower. I noticed a few really teensy tiny faint lines, so I had to clean the printer head to make sure that that gets cleared up. So you can barely see it. As a matter of fact, I thought maybe I was seeing things, but so many. Look at the, and this is just part of it. I didn't, like I said, I didn't copy all of them. So this weekend, I'm going to keep these in the living room and I'm going to fussy cut. I don't know if I'll get it all done though. And this, I don't know what paper this got in my papers, but I like it. Super thin. It's almost, I don't know. It's just a really thin paper. I don't know where I got that. Somehow it got into my mix. Okay, now this is from the blue add-on. Oh my gosh, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Now this one, you may be able to see those lines a little bit more. I might have to dip that in coffee or something. But I just love this. So great. Michelle, that is so cool that you put those in there. And look at this. This would be really cool. And I debated, but then I decided against. So I may print it on label paper next time. So yeah, I debated whether I should do label paper or not. Now, it's a little duller because I did use the cream paper. But it's neat, isn't it? It's kind of like washi and stickers, you know, if you wanted to cut them that way. I loved this one. Another great one for collaging, if that's what you want to do. And then this full page, I thought that was really neat. That's going to be so cool if I ever get my mushroom journal started. I have so much in a mushroom pack. I need to do it. Probably have enough for 4 journals. And then I've got a couple of copies of this. Then it transitions to the white paper for some reason. That was a mess in the printer where I print in the office, but isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. So pretty. And then here's some little tea cards or just botanical cards, and I did those on cardstock because I thought they'd be neat to tuck in. And same with these. Super cute. And then the larger ones. I love that. What great images. And then here's one with tickets. Let's see, is this one cardstock? Yeah, that one's cardstock. And then some pretty pictures here. Love it. Here's where there's a lot of pretty blues. One I did in cardstock, one not, because the cardstock I like to cut and put in for writing space, tuck it into a pocket or something. But the ones that are on copy paper, I like to just glue onto something. So I'm kind of back and forth. Here's another cardstock. Here's just copy paper. Those are neat seed packs. And then really great thing is there's images and there's different sizes. So that's neat. These are seed packs as well. And here are more little tea cards. More beautiful, just different cards. Love them. Made 2 of those. One's on cardstock. And then this one is a misprint, but I'll still use the ones that I can get from it. That's beautiful. I love that and that. I love them all. I love them all. That's pretty. Sometimes I don't realize really what all there are until I start cutting, you know. Take a real close look. These are really pretty. You could even use those in Christmas. So pretty. Love them. I told Michelle this blue is just so spot on. It is gorgeous. I love this blue. Look at those morning glories. So pretty. Lots of labels. Lots and lots of labels. There were so many. I just didn't get them all. And there was a ton with the yellow, and the yellow has like the sayings, different sayings and labels. Oh, you know those sayings like Tim Holtz has, and you peel them off. She had a lot of those that you could cut out. I didn't print them all though. Beautiful flowers. That'll be fun. Some birds. More birds. The other ones were yellow. These are the blue and the... Yeah. Oh, love it so much. I cannot wait to start doing something. I don't know what, but something. I need to start cutting away with that. Okay. Very good. Don't forget, it's on sale till August 20th, 2024. The Junk Journal Studios on Etsy. Okay, so then I bought this a couple of days, maybe a week or so ago. Why doesn't it say where I got it? That's interesting. Somehow that's cut off. I'll have to go back and look where I got this. But it's 80 plus pieces. Darn it. I don't know where I got that. This one, well, what I tried to do on this one is use my coffee dyed paper, and my printer did not like it. So it chewed up. And I don't know, I might be able to... I might be able to glue something on here, and no, it's pretty yucky on the back. Okay. Anyways, I cut one page apart. Let me put this over here. I cut one page apart, and then I had a little bit of coffee left in my coffee pot, and so I poured it on here. And you can see, because this is just a copy, that it really faded it. But still looks kind of neat. I was surprised this one. I put it in a paper plate because I only had like a few drops in my coffee pot. And so I put these on a paper plate, and then I poured the coffee over it. And this one turned green right away. I don't know what that was about. So, but I thought these were really neat. So this kit is just all full of letters and documents, receipts, things like that. And I found this, like I told you, sometimes I'll just search junk journal digitals or whatever, and I'll search, I'll go into the, oh, I can't remember what it's called, if it's a filter or if it's, if they have you do like an advanced search. I can't remember exactly, but I'll go in and do $2 or under, or $1 or under, or whatever. And anyway, so this one came up. So I'm not super familiar with this particular seller. So I'll have to go in and look. But anyways, yeah, that one's a little bit faded, but well, they're all a little bit faded since I poured coffee on them, but they're neat. And for the most part, I copied them on cream. That one's neat too. So here they are. You can see that. I don't know what I'll do with, I think that's an iguana. I don't know. But they're all different. So this one's on coffee dyed paper. So I did have a couple of coffee dyed papers that went through okay, but that one that I just showed you didn't. Now look at this one. It's the front and back of the envelope. Isn't that the neatest? It's so pretty. This is on cream. This one is a trifold. Look at how pretty these are. I'm not real sure. This one has a really... This one almost looks like it has a stamp on it. I'll have to ask about that, because look at here. 2022. This looks much, you know, it's almost like this is older and then they stamped that on there. I don't know. I'll have to check on that. So pretty. All kinds. This reminds me, I forgot my mother-in-law scanned a bunch of postcard backs for me. And I think a few fronts. I didn't really need very many fronts. I just wanted some backs. And she had some antique ones or vintage ones. This is neat. This one, if you cut it out, jiggity jaggedy, and then fold it right here, it's the fold up. That's on cream. Same with this one. Looks like it would fold right there. This isn't super old. Can't see the date. 74 maybe? I just thought they were so cool. That one says 25. Especially if you distress them a little bit, however you want to do it. I thought that was really pretty. Look at this one. Isn't that pretty? Probably had a seal there that got ripped. That's really pretty. All of these are very pretty. There's another one that it looks like you could fold it, but I think they're separate. Ice coupons. Little receipt here. That's pretty cool. It's neat. That pink is pretty. So these would be also good for collage, because some of them are cut off a little bit, it looks like, you know, like this one. The picture is cut off. This is neat, isn't it? I don't know what it means. This is the one that where is that at? That I you know, dyed them with the coffee. So you can see there's a little bit of a difference here. This is on cream. And then here it is, coffee dyed. You know, just adds a little dimension to, a little age to it. But now, on this one, for some reason, it took most of the print off. So, I don't know. I fast dried it. instead of letting it air dry, which I think is helpful for those because they have the ink on them. That way it didn't bleed more than it did. This is very pretty, how pretty the writing is. The stamp, isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. I love that. Baking Company, San Francisco. It's fun. Another pretty little envelope here. This is from an 1878 something seed company. Very fun. I made 2 of those. I must have really... Oh, one of them's on cream. One of them is on coffee dye. So that went through the machine. That's good. This one got a little chewed up through the machine and it caused it to go off center. So I'll use that for something. Maybe a collage or something. And then I just happened to have this and I was surprised. I don't know what that is. If that's tracing paper. It was coffee dyed some time ago. And they went right through and it went through really nice. So that's fun. So anyways, yeah, that's really cool. I'm sorry I don't know the name of the shop yet, but I will put it in. I will put it in the description. Now, I don't know that you're going to pay this because when I purchased or when I printed this cover sheet here, it only had 42 minutes left of the sale. Ugh. So just have to kind of keep a lookout for it and see, and I'll find that. Okay, then another one that I did, oh my goodness, is Crafty Cat USA. And do you all remember those amazing pockets that she did? Oh, I loved them. Let's see, what journal did I put those in? I don't remember what journal I put those in. Might have gotten rid of the journal. But I'll get them out. We'll work with them at another time. But anyway, she has these, what she's calling the grungy fabrics. But honestly, I don't know. Grungy, we must have 2 different thoughts on grungy because these are absolutely gorgeous. Well, I mean, some grungy is gorgeous, but I mean, it's just, they're so pretty. So Crafty Cat USA. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow, I love it. This would be such a beautiful journal page. And once I decide what I'm going to do with them, I could print front and back, you know. Look at that one. They're so rich. And the pockets that I'm talking about will go wonderfully with them. This reminds me of an old tablecloth. It's kind of a ticking, sort of. They're just so pretty. I really want the fabric. Yeah, I really want the fabric. Oops. I love it. She did such a beautiful job. Seems like I've got these going every which way. They're beautiful, Amy. Thank you for sharing those with us. They're absolutely gorgeous. Awesome. So that's Crafty Cat USA. This is not a new, well, it's somewhat new, you know, a couple of months, but I just have had it in my cart or in my purchases and just haven't had a chance to download them and print. So again, I don't know when her sale ends. Please go over and check it out right away if you see it. And with all of these, if you go over, let them know that Joey and Jenny sent you. And that's a way for us to build relationships and let them know that we're supporting their small business too. Awesome. Okay, and then Joey Cardmaker's mashup. All right, do you remember I made the little purple journal and I used the black let's see, scrapbook paper, like the vintage scrapbook paper, the black, and we made the journal out of that. It was so beautiful. Well, this one, look at how pretty it is. Now, if you're gonna, and this is free on his Kofi, so go over to Kofi and go to Joey Cardmaker, and I'll put the link in the description. Go over there and get your own. Yeah, and when you make something, if you put it on any social media, use the hashtag #MashupJoey. So pretty. You guys, look at this. He's so romantic, isn't he? Look at this beautiful picture. So beautiful. I did make 2 copies, 2 different series of this because I loved it so much, and I wanted to probably use the pages in a journal and then also have the pages to make something with. So I did copy it twice. I love this page. It is so gorgeous. So yeah, here's the second one. And then what I was trying to do is blow this up so I could have a page of this and a whole page, like a whole page of stripes, a whole page of this. But I don't have any program, and so when I did it, it only gave me this side, and it's a little distorted, but it's still pretty. So it didn't give me the other one. Joey Cardmakers. Go over to Kofi, Kofi, and then Joey Cardmaker, and go into his shop, and you'll see all of his freebies. It's such a gift, Joey. Thank you so much. And if you feel led, you don't have to. Joey does this just as a gift because he loves the art of it and the designing, and he's so thrilled when you make something out of it. But if you want to buy him a coffee or something, you can, you know, drop a couple of bucks there. So, I thought with the last few minutes that I had, oh gosh, I can't reach what I want to get my whole face in here. All right, hold on. I got to reach across my desk. One moment. Okay. So I did this, remember, we just did this. And I thought, you know what, maybe what I'll do or could do in this calendar collage is look at different, what am I trying to say, textures and ways to go over pages. So what I thought I would do is on this one, just quickly paint over it with a little bit of Mod Podge. If I can get it open. Yeah. Just a little bit because I'm going to water it down. I feel like it's really thick right now. Probably could use a new bottle. And I'm going to add just a smidgy of yellow because I do want to tint it a little bit, but I don't want it to be, okay, this is what happens. All I do is pour it and it's everywhere. brother. Yeah, I don't want it to be like this where it's so opaque you can't see through. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a little bit, you know, where you can see through it a little bit better. So add some water. I might add a little bit more. And then I want to dull the shine down a little bit. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of talc. Whoops. Just a little bit of talc in there. Now, if talc bothers you, or you don't want to use talc, or you don't have talc, cornstarch really is what I'm using. It's a cornstarch baby powder, and it's easier for me to grab this than it is the cornstarch. And then I'm going to water it down. So I'm hoping this works. I haven't tried it yet. Oh gosh. Slopping it everywhere. I feel like my Mod Podge is much thicker than I remember it being. Okay, just a little bit more water. Okay, Joey and I just got back from having dinner at the smoothie place. Our granddaughter is working tonight, so we went up to the smoothie place to have dinner. Oh my gosh, I had this wonderful hummus wrap and the Blimey Limey smoothie minus strawberries. I think I might have told you the strawberries kind of take over, and I need to taste the orange a little bit better. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, I think it's going to be okay. I just wanted to make sure I could see the pattern through it. It almost looks like egg salad yellow. Or deviled eggs yellow, you know. I'm not even sure why I chose yellow. I'm not usually a yellow person. But it is covering it a little. Maybe when it dries, I'll be able to see through it a little bit better. But it is covering it a little bit more than I had wanted it to. But, you know, that's what this is going to be, is just see what happens. And I think I'm also going to go over the birds up top. Kind of see if that dulls it down a little bit, because they're pretty shiny. The other one I didn't have a picture. It was all just squares. So the picture is kind of a new thing. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you can still see through it. So maybe when it dries, it'll even be better, and I'll bring it back and show you. Because after I get some fussy cutting done, I'm going to get busy on using these digitals. The one thing about adding the baby powder is if you don't have enough water, it dries very fast. It makes it a lot more porous, and I love the feel of it when it's dry. If you, there's a video I've made with the antiquing where I do the same thing with coffee, and it just creates an antiquing solution. If you haven't seen that video and you're interested, just search. I think if you just search the channel for antiquing or something like that, I think it should come up, because I don't think I have antiquing on any other description or title. Okay, well, anyways, I thought, well, I'll just do that, and then I can show it to you the next one. This one's rippling just a little bit, so that means it's pretty wet. But it dries very quickly. I can already see right here it's starting to dry a little bit. All right, everybody. Well, gosh, thanks for hanging out with me and taking a look at my friends. They're wonderful digitals. They're so creative, such artists. Special thanks to Michelle at the Junk Journal Studio and to our friend Joey for their freebies. And I'll put the links in the description box, so be sure and check them out. All right, everybody, don't forget, we pray blessings over you, and we want you to know you're so loved. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.